times tonight. It must have been something you said.
Oh, wait, hold up. This should probably be closer.
That's what I was saying. It's too far away. Am I going to get in trouble for using that song?
No, I don't think your voice sounds enough like the actual version.
You saying I'm a bad singer?
No, I'm saying you don't have an entire band to back you up.
The band will come.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
If you build it, they will come.
Once you get that voice out there, people are going to flock to be your band.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beautiful.
Yes.
I think this works. But not us. This doesn't work.
No.
Hey!
Hey.
If you like this content, please subscribe.
You can leave a comment.
Like it.
We're also on Anchor.
We're on Anchor. Both of our podcasts are on Anchor. So if you're on the go and you want to listen instead of having to watch YouTube, you can find us there.
It also works on Spotify as well.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's
coffee break.
Yeah, I just wanted you to do it by yourself.
Oh, you juked me too.
It's coffee break.
You gotta hear my weak little twee voice trying to match your octave.
Is that what you've been trying to do?
I'm trying to, match you.
Why don't you just say it your own way?
But that's not how I do things.
Oh my god.
Welcome to me. I think I'm autistic.
How? You made me take your stupid little test, and you got Denmark gray elephant.
Yeah, this weird TikTok I found where it's like take a number between 1 to 10, and I was like, multiply it by 2, add its same number to itself, and then divide it by 2, and then subtract it, and then at the end I got the same thing that the guy said, which there's like tricks to do things like that. No, I don't know. I've just been noticing that a lot of the things people say are like the symptoms of autism or being somewhere on the spectrum of autism are things I do. And the one that really hammered it home was someone was like, listening to the same song over and over again on repeat is
Hold on. We just totally skipped past the elephant and the whole thing and what I got.
Oh,
you just went straight into the spectrum trying to convince everyone
I'm sorry.
that you need therapy.
I got, my answer was dead on. My answer was Denmark elephant gray. What did you get?
Ecuador, frog, green. Which according to this means I am really messed up.
I think it's just like one of those, those old pop-ups that would come up. It's like, what's your IQ? Test it now. And it's not really that reputable of a source.
It'd probably be really hard to get my IQ.
I don't know, maybe.
Because I can't sit still.
Maybe you're autistic too.
I seem to function pretty fine.
What I was saying was listening to the same song on repeat over and over again.
I've done that.
It's a form of stimming, which,
Yeah, I was trying to evoke depression.
I was just, I just wanted to hear the same song over and over again. And this is something I've done since I was 4, begging my mother to replay Metallica's One off of the cassette that was in the radio. Play it again, please.
For me, it was when I was a younger adult, and I just sat outside in the night, and I just listened to R.E.M's Losing My Religion for 3 hours straight. It's a good song.
So there's versions on the internet of blank song for an hour straight, where they've taken the song and they just, once it ends, it just replays, and they do that. I've only done that once for one song. It was an hour-long version of just, from the soundtrack to Deltarune Chapter 2, the song I Want to Be A. Everyone everyone incorrectly says the name of the song is Big Shot. It's not. That's a different song. This one is I Want to Be A. And I listened to it for an hour straight. And then I re-listened to it for another half hour. It's a good song. It has this weird, telephone dancey jam to it. And it's a super short song, too.
Isn't this the one you played for me?
But it's only
Was that the day you were obsessing over it?
Yes. I had already listened to it for about an hour at that point.
Wow. Okay.
But it's really good.
Well, we learned something about Critter. Okay, let's get to what we're going to do.
Into the news.
Thor Love and Thunder, new trailer.
Yes.
This time we got to see Gore, the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale.
Who looks bananas.
It was pretty scary.
It was insane. Like, seeing the character, like, from the comics, and then seeing him, they really made him cooler.
He kind of reminds me of, like, a Christian, like, knight monk.
A little bit.
And he's kind of on his path to cleanse the universe of gods.
It's weird. It's interesting.
Yeah. He also doesn't look like his comic book part. The comic book part of him looks, like, kind of animal, human.
Well, I think,
What's the word for that? Anthropomorphic?
Yeah. I think, both Marvel, DC, and other superhero places, I think they could afford to be a little bit more, loosey-goosey with how one-to-one they are with the in-comic outfits that they have.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of the actor. And then you don't get something like Moon Knight, where it's just a CG person wearing a CG suit. And
That was practical.
It wasn't. It was not.
It's all stop motion.
It was not. It was ugly CG.
Okay. I think this one's cool. Love and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
This one I will not actually spoil for myself.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoy the Thor series.
And this one's Taika Waititi again.
Yeah.
So.
It's Taika Waititi, Chris.
Yep.
And Natalie Portman. And Christian Bale playing Gore. And I think he's a really good actor.
You want to hear a prediction I have? An early on prediction?
Thor dies.
I could be totally wrong. No, mine's not nearly as dramatic. My early on prediction, I think Natalie Portman and Valkyrie are going to become a bit of an item by the end of it.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
No,
they're with each other all the time.
You're just pushing your our flag means death bullshit into this.
I'm just saying, like, I was looking at them, and I was like, you know what? I could see it.
Why can't they just be friends?
They could be.
Even in today's world, why can't they just be friends?
They could be. But I want to see. This is theories off of the second trailer ever. I could be totally wrong.
Okay.
But I'm just going to say, you know, throwing this out there, maybe. So then when I am right, everyone would go, whoa, Critter was right all along.
It's hard to tell. The movie comes out in July, which is just around the corner.
Yeah, it's super soon.
Yeah, I'm just excited.
I am too.
I'm just going to go into it blindly, except for the trailers.
I really liked the fantasy techno cover of Sweet Child of Mine, or Into the Jungle. Which song was that? The one, it was just the bass. There was no lyrics to it, but it was the same rhythm to one of those Guns N' Roses songs. I don't remember which one specifically. I really liked the music. The background music was cool.
Cool. We're focusing on music again. Guys, it's happening.
I can't help it.
I'm stuck here.
This is my hell. You listening to you talk about me to music.
And now I've just made a podcast about it. Okay, so it's official. Marvel is actually working on a new Daredevil series.
Ooh.
With Charlie Cox.
So is it a sequel? Or
okay, so
a soft reboot?
Everyone keeps throwing around this word. And here's one of my biggest issues.
Huh.
Sequel.
Yeah.
Soft reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Prequel.
Uh-huh.
Reboot.
Established words in the industry.
And you have to know exactly what they mean.
Yes.
Now, these dumb motherfuckers writing the stupid fucking articles call it a reboot.
No.
Here's the thing. If they intend to reboot it, why'd you even bother to bring the actors back?
Yeah, it's clearly the people who are writing these articles don't actually know what they're talking about.
No, they really don't. They just do these buzzwords to get you to come back.
You can tell. They don't know the actual industry at all, and they just write articles about things they don't even care about.
Yes. I don't think it's going to be a reboot at all. It could be a soft reboot.
It might be. Might be a soft sequel if there's room for that type of interpretation.
Here's my issue, and it's Disney. And Disney wants to look all pristine and pretty when they're really not.
They really do. They wanna wash everything down to be squeaky clean and PG rated for all of eternity.
And if they do that, they're going to ruin the old Daredevil that we had.
It's like going from Teen Titans to Teen Titans Go. You know, Teen Titans Go, well, I think is fun. I definitely have very fond memories of watching Teen Titans Go. I think it's fun. But it's clearly a very different show from its predecessor. And I don't want to see a show like Daredevil get a Daredevil Go interpretation because Disney is this PG-obsessed, family-oriented company, you know?
A few things here. What's wrong with Teen Titans Go?
I like Teen Titans Go. The first season, ass. The rest of it, great. I've had a lot of fun with Teen Titans Go. The Teen Titans Go to the movies, legitimately hilarious. And anyone who says otherwise...
So if you really like Teen Titans Go, why did you just use it as an example of destroying something?
It's not destroying something, it's a difference. I can like both, and I do like both, but I like both for vastly different reasons. You know?
But then, but if you like something and you use it in a negative example, why would you do that?
Because I would have also have loved to see an actual true sequel.
I think the truth
to
here
Teen Titans.
is that you are secretly a Marvel fan, and you've been watching DC building a portfolio so that you can present it in front of a judge to destroy DC. I think you're a liar.
Don't you even disrespect me like that.
Marvel
has been so disappointing lately.
Lately?
Yes.
Is it because you're a Marvel fan?
It's because I'm a DC fan. Well, here's the thing. If
Teen Titans Go is awesome. I don't care.
Similarly, if like Doom Patrol, which I've been loving, first 3 seasons, if the 4th season popped up and they never swore, they never did any violence, and they were just like these goody two shoes, cute PG, family rated show, I would still be upset because that's not what the show was. Like, flip the coin. Fairly Odd Parents, you know, Timmy Turner, his Fairly Odd Parents, whatever the fuck. If suddenly it became like this dark, gritty reboot about maturity and like blood and sex and gore, again, that's not what I liked in the first place. That's not the show I fell in love with to begin with.
Oh, I know where you're gonna go with this.
What? I'm just saying, if Daredevil changed that drastically, it's not gonna be the show I enjoyed. It could be something else I enjoyed, but it's not the same show I enjoyed, you know? What are you getting to? What do you think it is?
Where is it? There it is. Okay, recently HBO has announced a new adult animation show. And it is about Velma from Mystery Incorporated gang of Scooby Doo.
So allow me to be a bit of a hypocrite.
Can I just read?
Yes.
Okay. Which delve into the origin story of the beloved animated sleuth and member of Mystery Inc. gang. I should stop reading these people. 10 episodes. It will be produced and stars, Mindy?
Mindy?
Kaling?
She was in The Office, the Mindy Project, I believe.
Sorry for ruining your name.
I don't remember, I'm sorry. We're bad people.
But there's an image of it.
Yes.
And you see that they're in a girl's locker room. Some girls are naked, but you don't see anything because they're covered up with bubbles.
Yep.
And you see,
like a girl who's dead and the top of her skull is severed and her brain is missing.
Yes. Oh, and because Mindy, they changed the race of Velma.
Yes, which the race changing I have no problems with, honestly. I would have I previously talked about seeing Daphne as a black woman, which I still think would be really cool.
It would be Shaggy.
Shaggy is a black guy? Maybe. My heart's set on Daphne as a black woman.
And then he'd hang out with Scooby Doo with his big afro as he's smoking, and we could just keep going back with the horrible stereotypes.
I love Shaggy. Norval's my favorite. But, no, I'm fine with changing...
I was joking, guys.
I'm fine with changing Daphne's design. Not Daphne, sorry. Velma's design. I just wish she had more of that, like, orange/red color palette that she's associated with.
Well, that's just one shot.
True. She could be, you know, and we can't even see, like, we see her shirt and her jacket, you know, so there could be more to it. This is a weird thing. Scooby Doo has had a bunch of different iterations of it. It's been Scooby Doo for little babies, Scooby Doo for kind of adult audiences, Scooby Doo for, you know, mid audiences. Scooby Doo has kind of played the gambit already. And so I think playing around with genres works. And maybe I'm a hypocrite, but I don't know.
You are.
I don't know. For certain shows, I think it's hard to see it as a different version of what its genre is. But for something as, especially with Scooby Doo, which already toed the line, the premise itself is, teens solving mysteries. And that mystery could be, oh, Old Man Jenkins stole some milk from his neighbor, or Old Man Jenkins murdered someone.
Yeah. I prefer the murder.
I'm excited for the Velma thing, personally. I would love to watch it. Hell yeah.
So, oh my god. I haven't had a drink yet. You take Teen Titans, compare it to Teen Titans Go.
Listen.
Talk smack about it.
I did not talk smack. I just said it was different.
The arguments that you made.
I'm just saying it's different.
And then I present you something where you can use your same argument to trash it, and you go, no, I'm actually excited for this.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. No matter whatever Daredevil does, I'm gonna be excited for it. It's hard to cast pearls before swine. I don't know what this Daredevil thing might be. If it is for kids, I'm gonna approach it with the mindset of it being for kids, and I might still like it, just like how I did with Teen Titans Go. But I'm always going to be a little nostalgic for the version that I initially fell in love with.
Okay.
Even this adult version of Velma, I'm initially always going to be in love with that original cartoon from the 70s. 70s?
Yeah, they're from the 70s.
Like, that's my favorite version because that's the one I'm nostalgic for. Every iteration, while I might enjoy to some degree, that original is what I loved. And I'm worried it's going to alienate its fan base at this point. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil specifically.
Oh, they already alienated
I think
us.
Velma's gonna be fine.
Netflix did that pretty good.
Oof.
Okay. Back to Marvel.
Oh boy.
She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Yep. You finally saw the trailer. What do you think?
Yeah, I finally sat down. I seen shots. I saw some screenshots and I was like, why does she look so horrible?
The CG is becoming unforgivable at Marvel.
Oh, well, I'm looking at the Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like the Hulk. But then when I look at her, she
looks like a PlayStation 4 character.
Like, why even do this if you're not going to put in that dedication?
It's just, and I don't know. I'm disappointed. Here's the thing. I saw a really cool video today about doing the body motion capture for Octane from Apex.
Okay.
And even though the dude doing the motion capture doesn't have the same exact body as Octane, obviously.
Octane's the poison gas guy, right?
Octane's the one who, he has.
Oh, no, he's the runner.
Yeah, he's the robotic legs, and it was really, really cool, and I really liked seeing it. I also got to see a little bit of some other character, but that's beside the point. But even though it's a different body type from Octane, who is a notoriously super duper skinny dude with a robotic leg, you can see, putting the two side by side, how their body movements perfectly lined up with each other, because it was the skeleton of the actor they used, not his body shape, necessarily. When I look at She-Hulk, it doesn't look like that. It just looks like someone molded a thing out of clay and then used CG to move it around.
Well, she is there. Just like Mark Ruffalo's there. Oh. You told me that she doesn't grow in size. She does.
I said, yeah, she gets taller. She's like Lady Dimitrescu, basically.
Yeah, she's like 9 feet tall.
But she doesn't get any muscle. That's what I wanted.
But she's toned.
The shot at the end of the trailer when she picks up the dude.
Peloton.
And when she picks up that guy and carries him to her bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 9 feet tall, but his arm is the same, size as her arm. Like, this regular dude is the same arm width as her. She has no muscle, and it's really disappointing. Because, especially with Disney, because they just had this big thing where...
She's not supposed to have a lot of muscle.
I've seen the pictures.
Some of those are ridiculous.
And look at the Hulk! You're gonna say he's not ridiculous?
When I hit the gym, I only strive to be the Hulk.
Leg day, every day.
Never skip it.
Fucking... No, the thing,
The Hulk's beautiful, by the way.
He is beautiful. I've always liked the Hulk. That's why I'm so disappointed. I wanted... Okay, so Disney. It's Disney. Disney owns Marvel. And Disney
Marvel?
just had this thing with Encanto, where they're like, Isabella's gonna be the favorite sister. You know, the typical Barbie-looking girl. She's gonna be the favorite. And then Luisa, the big, tall, muscular one, she was everyone's favorite. So much so that they had to, like, scramble to make toy sales on top of Luisa's popularity. And Isabella did, like, shit because no one wanted her because everyone wanted Luisa. Everyone wanted the strong, buff girl.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. And so you'd think they would have learned from this and just give us our strong, buff woman. The problem is every Marvel woman looks the same. They all look exactly the same. They're all skinny. They're all skinny little, big-boobed, wide-hipped. Yeah.
Yep, wide hips.
Tiny little waists. Mm-hmm. The only thing is there's slight variations. Like, T'Challa's sister has slightly flatter breasts, but slightly wider hips. Miss Marvel has the perfect, idea of boobs to hips ratio. Black Widow has slightly smaller hips, but slightly bigger boobs. And it's all just that. It's all slight differences, but they're all supermodels. And this was our first chance to get someone who broke that norm, but they didn't do it.
So, one of the inspirations that they would definitely have for making all the female Marvel characters look like that is they kind of look like that in the comics.
In the comics, oh my god. Have you seen some of the, like, some of them have waists so skinny, it's smaller than their wrists. Mm-hmm. And it's horrifically exaggerated. And here's the thing, they've already made, exceptions for men in this regard. Whether it comes to race or body type, men get these exceptions, but, the female character looks this way, so we gotta give them the big titties, big ass treatment. And I'm just tired of it.
I do find it interesting if you look at a young Peter Parker, he's a skinny boy. He's not that tall. Mm-hmm. He doesn't really have any mass to him. If you look at an adult Peter Parker, he's got broad shoulders.
Yeah.
And he's tall.
But on the flip side, if you look at his daughter, Mayday, she, big boobs, skinny waist, white hips. Well, and then when she grows up, big boobs, skinny waist, white hips.
I was going to bring up, there are two pictures that I've seen, one's more popular than the other, that kind of, about female Marvel characters, that kind of were way too suggestive.
Which ones?
The most classic one is Spider-Woman.
Yep, I know which one.
With her big ass just up in your face.
I already know. It's like, here's my spider powers.
Yeah. And that one's a little uncomfortable.
Meanwhile, Peter never does anything like that.
No. And then the other one was Dark Phoenix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like burning her clothes away or something?
No. She's just standing there, but it's a lot to look at.
And the thing is, and it's not just Marvel.
No, DC has it too.
Well,
Brazilian Fire.
Yeah, not just DC even. Lots of things. Cartoons in general. Anime especially is bad at it. All women look exactly the same, depending on how young or big you want them.
It's triangles.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Just draw triangles.
But men get to be all wide variety of body types. And it's just disappointing that it's 2022 and we're still talking about this.
Yeah, so... more problems that I had with She-Hulk. She's joining this team to help mutants.
Yeah,
What do they call them?
I don't.
People with abilities still?
Yeah.
Even though they own the rights?
I'm gonna guess it's related to the Sokovia Accords. Because Hulk was a big, piece of evidence for the Sokovia Accords being enacted.
Yes.
So that's why I'm guessing she's going to go through the treatment and also fight for, mutant rights. Mutant's not the right word, but you know what I mean.
They're mutants. Come on, guys.
Yeah, meta-humans.
No.
Yeah, that's the other one, but come on. It's all the same. They all just stole from each other their own ideas constantly.
I did see Abomination quickly.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's in there. They've been teasing him around a lot.
They really have. I don't know. I don't want Hulk there.
Why? He's showing her.
Well, yeah,
I just want to understand
her story.
I want to understand why she has gamma radiation like him.
Yeah.
Because he did it to himself.
Unless if he puts her through the exact same specific conditions he went through.
Because she has the same ailments as him?
And I would think, no matter what committed of a lawyer you are, you're not gonna, like, if a lawyer, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. I'm done with She-Hulk.
We'll see.
I don't know if I watched that one.
I don't either.
Obi-Wan comes out this Friday.
Hell yeah!
I've been reading some things, not spoilings, because I already spoiled some stuff.
Yeah.
But the producers were saying that it's kind of like a love affair between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Ooh, I get that.
Which I was like, sweet.
Man, I'm excited. I'm just excited. This is what I wanted.
But then I also saw another article pointing out something funny. So, we all agree Episode 9 is bad. If you're not a Star Wars fan, just agree.
Yes,
okay?
It is bad.
You don't need to watch it. You don't need to endure that.
Watch the third movie from The Hobbits. It's like that, but Star Wars. And it lasted a lot longer. That's the vibe it gave me. This bad, bore, try hard.
Okay. God, where was I going? Oh, Star Wars. Mm-hmm. So they made an argument that ever since they screwed up the Skywalker saga, which is the first 9 episodes, they've been trying to get away from it. That's why you end up with The Mandalorian and all these other things. And now we're bringing back Obi-Wan, which means we have to keep telling the story of the Skywalkers.
Well, okay.
Which seems like a contradiction.
A little bit, yes. On one hand, I totally get it. Like the oops all prophecies concept of there's only one person in the history of the world that anything interesting can happen to, and their descendants, and the people who were close to them, their descendants, they're the only ones who can ever have anything interesting happening to them. Which is really stupid and lame.
Well, if we talk about prophecies, right? And we go back to Star Wars. Anakin was the chosen one.
Yeah.
Right? And he was supposed to kill the Emperor.
But
so at the end of Episode 6, he throws the Emperor down and kills him.
Yeah.
But 9 retcons everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Ugh.
And it wasn't a Skywalker who killed him.
No.
It was a Palpatine.
Yep. God, it's fucking stupid.
Which is the Emperor. It's basically his clone's daughter.
God. In the book series I read, Warrior Cats. In the first series, Fireheart, Tiger Claw, the hero and the villain. In the second series, Fireheart's kid and Tiger Claw's kid. Whoa, adventures ensue. They become best friends the next series. They're children the next series. Still, they're ancestors. And now we're here on like the 9th series, and it's still Fireheart's great-great-great-great-great-grandchild and Tiger Claw's great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchild. Whoa, the battle ensues. It's like, yawn, there's a million fucking other characters. Why is it these two schmucks?
So I just thought that was funny that no matter what they do, they can't get away from the Skywalker stuff. After Obi-Wan, it should be Ahsoka.
Which I'm really excited for Ahsoka.
Ahsoka looks good. But again, who's her master?
What's his actor's name? Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
He looks so just jazzed. He just looks so happy that people like him.
I think it's funny that he got so much shit for playing Anakin back in the day.
I know. And it's bullshit.
And he took so much of a beating that he tried to do other acting stuff and it just didn't work out. So he just retired and bought a farm and just lives there with his family. I thought he would just stay there forever, and then they did this and he's coming back as Annie.
Yeah.
Which is really cool to me. That's my favorite character, and the way he played him, I thought was the greatest. A little bit of a crybaby, but hey, I'm also a Batman fan, so who really cares?
A little bit of a crybaby, but also, like, understandable. Look at what he's had to go through.
Yeah.
I'd be crying, too.
I'm really excited. First 2 episodes this Friday. You got me there. So, exciting stuff to do. Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, new trailer. This is what, the 7th movie? Yes.
This is, what?
7 of 8.
About, 5 too many at this point?
So the way I see this, right, is Mission Impossible 1 to 3 is a trilogy.
Okay.
And 1 to 3, if you just compare those two, right? Dramatic difference.
Okay.
1 is ridiculous. I can't believe it got a sequel. And the sequel's not that bad.
When did the first one come out? What year was it?
I don't know. It was 90s.
90s?
Yeah, the graphics are so bad because they take off their faces, right?
Oh, yeah.
A gimmick that used to really be prominent, they don't do it too often.
Because everyone made so much fun of it.
Well, it's like I take off my face and now I'm the murderer Alec Baldwin, and then I take off my face and now I'm Simon Pegg, and then I take off my face and now I'm this crazy Scientologist named Tom, right?
Yep. I don't know. I don't care.
Notice I didn't trash Simon Pegg.
You can't trash Simon Pegg.
Because I love him.
He's a treasure.
He's my Scotty.
I love him.
Yeah, so that was it. Now when you get the 4, 5, 6, right, they become more action oriented.
Yeah. A sign of the times, also.
Yeah. And they really revamped the whole idea. And 7 looks like it's taken after those others.
I don't know. I don't care anymore. Seeing Tom Cruise, an old fat white man who's in a weird ass cult, do crazy.
He's not fat.
He's chubby. Doing crazy stunts. Which, yeah, his stunt work is impressive, but also now I'm just scared because he's old and, like, delusional, and I don't want to watch him jump off a cliff or whatever the hell.
So at the end of the trailer, you see him on a bike, and he rides up to a cliff, and he jumps off with the bike. The camera keeps following in an aerial shot, and he drops the bike, and he's just floating down. This is actually a real stunt, and I was just reading about it, that they kept practicing, and he did, like, 13,000 jumps on the bike. He did, 200 aerial dives. They just kept working on it, and gathering data to make sure they can film this correctly so he doesn't get hurt.
Here's the thing.
I wasn't...
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
So basically he's going to drop the bike, then start floating down into this valley, which is far away. And as he's doing that, he's going to keep going, and then he'll hit to... I guess he's parasailing at that point. He'll hit a point where he'll just start...
like flying?
That's parasailing, yeah.
Yeah, with a parachute?
Well, then he'll deploy his parachute and make a landing.
Okay.
And he actually did this in real life. You don't see the full thing, but you see the beginning of it at the end of the trailer.
Alright, so here's the thing. There's two aspects to it. One, you can go onto any fucking TikTok and type in real life stunts. You can see people doing crazy shit like that live or like recorded on their phone, and the whole thing uncut from a first person perspective. I've seen one of someone on a skateboard on top of a skyscraper that's like thousands of miles up high. They're just riding on their skateboards. They do like an ollie and stuff, and you're sitting there watching them teetering thousands of feet below. No harness or anything. People do crazy shit like this all the time. I don't need to go to the movies to see something as thrilling as that, if I wanted to. But also, second, we're in the world of CG. Most people going to this movie probably is not going to know or care that he did this stunt. It was impressive back in the days of... I don't remember his name.
Who do you think is watching this movie?
Dudes who don't know anything. Remember? Okay.
They're gonna be guys who like watching movies like me.
So
dumb, stupid stuff with meathead.
So do you remember you know about this guy for sure. The classic black and white actor who would do weird stunts. Famously the one where he's standing there and a house collapses behind him and the front of it falls and he's standing perfectly in the spot where the window is.
His nickname was Stoneface, wasn't it?
I think that was a nickname of his. I don't remember his full name.
Buster Keaton?
Buster Keaton. Buster motherfucking Keaton. A king. No dialogue in his films, and it's all black and white, and they didn't have special effects, and he did crazy-ass stunts. Really crazy-ass stunts. Like, nail-bitingly close stunts, and he did a lot of them back then. Yes, that's very impressive. You can't cheat that.
In the 20s.
Yes, black and white film. You got one shot. If you fuck it up, you're dead. Nowadays,
Well, Charlie also did some of that stuff.
Charlie did, but that's also black and white.
Yeah. But funny.
This is the world of CG. We made an alien planet come to life. We
Oh,
made a
God.
man wearing an armor suit flying through the sky. CG exists, and
when does Batman fly?
I mean, Iron Man. Like real mom mode. Like, honey, no Iron Mans. As impressive as Tom's stunt might be, and I'm sure it's very impressive, CG exists. And the world of CG has made practical stunts a lot less exciting. I'm sorry.
So I made it known that I'm a Fast and Furious fan.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like dumb guy movies with meathead, right?
Yeah.
And I really enjoy the Mission Impossible series.
And I'm glad you do.
They're very convoluted. They make no sense. They're hardly connected to each other. And oh my god, it's so much fun.
Good. I appreciate it.
The last one, that bathroom scene, that fight.
That bathroom scene was good.
It's such a good fight.
God.
And that was with Henry Cavill.
It was. Yum. With that mustache. Everyone made fun of it.
Just CGI that out, okay? I'm excited, but the movie doesn't come out till next year, and then the part 2 is supposed to be the last one.
Presumably.
No, I'm pretty sure if you look at how old Tom is.
He's, like, how old is he? He's 50 now, right?
Let's find out how old Tom is.
Let's Google Tom Cruise's age. Leave your guesses in the comments now before we have time to answer.
Doesn't matter.
Reading.
59.
59?
Yep.
He's almost 60?
Mm-hmm.
He looks magnificent for 60.
Oh, I thought he was a fat guy.
Well, yes, he is. But if he was like, for a 30 to 40-year-old, yeah. 60? Look at him. That's a 60-year-old? Holy crap. Wow. Well done. That cult is doing wonders for you.
He has looked better in his younger age.
Yes, he has. I was thinking about Reacher. We talked about it a little bit ago.
One day my hair will be that beautiful.
Your hair is already that beautiful.
Yeah, but I need more of it.
More hair. No, I want more. Should we move on to our next point?
Yes, so Amber Heard versus, wait for it, everyone's been talking about it, DC.
Yes. Is that what you were thinking? Guess not.
So DC's CEO is supposed to come forward at some point. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing before Friday, for closing arguments, right?
Probably.
And he's going to say that the reason why she was cut from the film was not because of this lawsuit.
Well, there's already rumors that someone is saying that it was not, it had nothing to do with this lawsuit. Some rumors are coming out it was because she had such ass chemistry with Jason Momoa.
So apparently she's really mean to him.
I could see that.
I thought you were going to say I don't blame her.
If she's a really mean person in general, I think.
'Cause I think I mentioned this on the podcast where my brother and I were at a Comic-Con and it wasn't the big one. Yeah. But we just kind of walked into this giant theater and it was like a exhibit hall or whatever. And we just sat down in the back and we were just going through the itinerary trying to figure out where we want to go. And I hear this guy up on stage talking, nice voice, kind of booming, and I see everyone kind of freaking out. And I'm looking and I'm like, I don't know who this guy is.
Was it Jason Momoa?
It was Jason Momoa, and he was talking about how excited he was to finally be Aquaman. This is for Batman v Superman.
Wow.
And he was talking about how his son was playing with the Aquaman Lego. And he's like, this is going to be you soon, Daddy.
Aww.
And I was just like, this guy's really cool. And I didn't really have much of an opinion on him.
He is really cool.
I knew he was a big guy.
Which, it says a lot, because everyone gets along with him. Everyone who was his co-star with Game of Thrones, everyone who was co-star with Justice League, everyone who has ever worked with Jason Momoa just talks about how lovely and caring and kind and cool and fun he is. And yet here's Amber, who's like, there's no chemistry. It's like, well, I don't think it's his problem.
Yeah.
He seems full of chemistry. You seem like a crazy bitch.
Is he the only Justice League member sticking around?
Maybe.
Ben is quitting after Flash.
Gal Gadot?
She's quitting after Wonder Woman 3.
I imagine,
Ezra Miller's, just consider him
getting
gone.
rid of that guy. Cyborg, maybe?
Ray Fisher quit.
What about, who do they get to be Martian Manhunter?
Oh, come on. It's unofficial.
It might just be Jason Momoa.
That's sad.
It is sad.
Well, this one goes out to Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
You're a great actor.
You were talking about him seeing his kid playing with a Lego.
Don't ever play Hercules again.
My favorite story about
No, it wasn't Hercules. It was even worse. It was Conan.
Oh. Oof. No, my favorite story about a hero with their kid was Hawkeye. And he was talking to his kid. And he was like, hey, son, who's your favorite Marvel hero? Because he had this blanket with all the Marvel heroes. And he's like...
You talking about Jeremy Renner?
Yeah.
Who's also in Mission Impossible. So full circle. Yay!
And Jeremy Renner's kid was like, Iron Man! He's like, okay, who's your next favorite? Captain America! And he went through all of this. He's like, what about Hawkeye? Nah. He's like, that's your dad, right? And he's like, that's not you. It's a guy who looks like you, but you're a dad, and that's Hawkeye.
At least you're safe there. Amber Heard is made a mess. This is ridiculous. I can't wait for Friday.
Yeah, I think...
Because Obi-Wan.
Yes!
I hope
and the
Johnny gets to go home and watch Obi-Wan.
Also, the trial's getting a little out of hand. Like,
a little?
A little.
I think by day 2 of the first trial, it was out of hand.
The fact that people are obsessively watching it to make memes. And at first people were like, I think I'm catching on to interesting things here. And it was very interesting. But now people are like, I saw this one bitch on TikTok and she was like, if you look, Amber is drinking Dasani water and Johnny is drinking Fiji water. And this is really important. And it's like, you're stretching so hard. Gumby would tell you to calm the fuck down.
I prefer Dasani.
And I'm like, this is so irrelevant. What a fucking person's water preference. And she's like, it's because...
I don't know, Fuji water sucks.
Dasani has these minerals in it. And I'm like, you're not gonna decompose the fucking microanalysis of a fucking water bottle and try to... Oh my god, really? Did you hear? I saw this on TikTok too. This one bitch, so people are camping out in front of the courthouse.
Just to catch a glimpse?
To be one of the ones in the audience. And it's all women, if you look. It's all just women who got these big old lady crushes on Johnny. Listen, I also side with Johnny in this court case. I'm not that obsessed with him. And this one woman tried to call the police
Remember, he was a big number when he was younger.
Yeah, sure.
And even when he became Jack, I remember older women while I was a kid. But
I mean, I guess he's a heartthrob, I suppose. He's not for me, personally. He's fine. He seems fun. He seems endearing. And I believe him in this case.
Never a dull day.
But it's the thing where this woman, like, not only are people camping out in front of the courthouse, but this woman called the police with a fake report of a fight breaking out in a hope that the police would clear out the line and then she could get first in line. This is how fucking bananas people are going. Like, you guys are getting too fucking obsessive. It's not that big. Like, it's a interesting court case to keep us all distracted while our world is on fire. So you need to calm down a little bit, though, guys.
Well, they're trying to distract themselves from the realities of what's going on here.
Yes, but...
And we're not going to talk about them because I was told that I'm not allowed to talk about them.
I don't like
on my own podcast.
But our podcast is for fun things.
I need to make a political podcast.
Oof. Please don't. Can we, what's next?
I was going to call it Right is Right with Us.
No. You're gonna give people the wrong a bunch of like crazy racists like,
sorry.
Yes, this is mine, and they clock in to your podcast and you're like, anyway, Batman.
I promise I won't call the episode this, and I was joking. Okay, a little lighter subject here. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the remake movie on Disney Plus right now.
We watched it.
Have you not seen it?
You should.
Why are you here? Just pause this, go watch it, come back.
It's also, it doesn't really matter if you get spoilers for this one, honestly.
Well, yeah.
I thought it was fun. I did think it was fun.
I thought it was amazing. I have a few issues with it, which I'll get into later.
Sure.
But it has the fun buddy duo gimmicks, right?
Yep.
Where Chip and Dale are just not getting along.
I thought the voices were going to be weird and distracting. They weren't.
Yeah, I liked John Mulaney's performance. Andy Samberg.
He transcended Dale.
He doesn't sound like himself until he's singing or rapping.
Yes.
Then I was like, yeah, that's Andy Samberg. But he really just kind of became Dale.
The thing was, so you know when you watch Wreck-It Ralph and you see those 3 minutes where you actually get to see a bunch of video game characters you know and love. They're all these famous.
Yeah, isn't Bowser in there?
Yeah, Bowser's there.
The ghost from
one of the Blinky from Pac-Man.
Oh my god, it has a fucking name.
Zangief. You gotta see all these Sonic the Hedgehog's there because he's a shill, and you gotta see all these crazy characters. But it's only for this brief 3-minute window, and then it's just here's this movie's OCs. Their original characters for their original games. That's 99% of the movie. Chip and Dale, it's those 3 minutes of Wreck-It Ralph, but that's the whole movie. There's constant allusions to a bunch of different properties and shows and whatnot.
Yes, and that made it really fun. They play a very heavy part in Disney's back catalog. Because the villain is Sweet Pete.
Yes.
Which is actually a grown-up Peter Pan.
Yes.
A disgruntled grown-up Peter Pan who's become a mob boss.
I will say, the animation looked its worst on Sweet Pete. Sweet Pete looked bad. I'll just say it. Chip and Dale are forgivable because they're small and chunky. The humanoid old fat Peter Pan, no, it didn't always look great.
I liked it. He's a fun villain.
He is. Voiced by Will Arnett. Court, you can't go wrong with that.
At times, you can't even tell it's Will.
You can't.
It's only when he starts yelling. Then you're like, oh, okay, that's Will Arnett. Also famously known for playing Lego Batman. Oh, another circle!
Well, it all comes back around. There was a really great gag with Seth Rogen's character Bob. I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to just experience it.
Oh my god, I did not expect that one.
It's legitimately a very funny movie.
It is. It's very funny. It's fun. It never really gets too dicey.
It's great family fun.
Yeah, and it's a Disney movie through and through. It's a fun animated film about two talking chipmunks trying to get their friendship back by trying to get the gang back together.
Yes.
By trying to stop Sweet Pete.
And hijinks ensue. Fun. Shenanigans. Yes. I don't even like Rescue Rangers.
Me either.
I never watched it. I did not care.
I'm a Rescuers fan.
I knew Chip and Dale, but I knew them from...
We'll just walk past that.
What did you say?
I'm a Rescuers fan.
Oh, Rescuers, like the mice?
Yeah. Rescuers Down Under is badass, man.
They're cool, yeah.
Dude, they could have died.
They could have.
Those crocodiles were coming.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, man.
I know. I've seen... I knew Chip and Dale from really, really old Looney Tunes cartoons. Looney Tunes?
Okay.
Merry Melodies?
Once again, you have figured out a way to say that you are secretly a Marvel fan.
How?
By thinking that
the
Rescuers is part of the Looney Tunes when they're actually a Disney property.
I said Chip and Dale. Do you mean...
She's messing with me. Do you see this? She's playing mind games and I don't like it. I was playing the mind games.
So here's something I found out. This is the interesting thing. The next talking point on our list. So here's something. Neither Sony or Paramount knew that Sonic was going to be in this movie. In any way.
Well, they can't sue.
They can't because the thing is, even though it's ugly Sonic...
Why Sony?
Because Sony owns Sonic.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They own the distribution rights for Sonic.
Oh, okay.
They didn't know, but Disney got away with it because it technically falls under parody.
Does Nintendo have to pay them for Sonic?
No.
It's only film rights.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I find it hilarious that Disney would jump through a million loopholes to use a character out of their jurisdiction under the concept of parody. Yet the moment anyone tries to do anything with any Disney character, it's like, no, cease and desist! You get your ass back here, I'm gonna kick you to next Wednesday! You can't give Mickey that! Don't you even fucking dare!
So, the copyright law. I don't know, have we ever talked about copyrights here?
I don't think we have. It's such a weird slippery slope entirely made by Disney to give them everything.
So, there's, 75 years? It used to be 50. You can own the copyright for 50 years. Mm-hmm. And then it started running up, and they have Mickey Mouse, and they're like, we can't lose our mascot.
No.
So they get the craziest, most intense lawyers they can, storm up the Capitol, and they change that to 75 years. So they bought themselves 25 years.
Yeah.
Now, and every now and then, it'll show up again, where they have to give up the rights to Mickey.
Just to immediately buy them again.
And then the laws just magically change.
And it's a weird thing.
Huh?
We see it now with Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is technically, this happened early this year, late last year, I don't remember.
He should be in the public domain.
He's public domain, but...
Oh, we should explain that. Copyright, you cannot use without having to pay. Once you lose those rights, they enter public domain, which means any of us can use Peanuts characters.
Yeah, Red Riding Hood. No one owns the copyright on Red Riding Hood. It is public domain. That's why you can see Red Riding Hood in any and all franchises anywhere. Because no one owns that copyright. There are many other examples.
Ruby!
Bad show. Needs to end. But Winnie the Pooh currently is in public domain, but there's stipulations. Because even though Winnie the Pooh is public domain, Disney has a character under trademark laws. You can do Winnie the Pooh, but he can't have that red t-shirt that classic Winnie the Pooh has. And you can't mimic Disney's art style too closely, I think. I think they'll fight him on that too. So this is this weird slippery slope Disney's now entering. And I really think it's just hilarious. They're like, no,
they've been doing this the whole time.
We can use Sonic the Hedgehog in our movie. Fuck you. We won't ask you permission. Lawyers up. Lawyers. It's parody. We can do it. Fuck you. You can't get mad at us. It's just like, fuck you, Disney.
So, Dad. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Mm-hmm. Chip and Dale. I give 8 out of 10. It's a really basic, fun movie, and that's all it had to be.
I give it 9 out of 10. The only thing holding it back was that not so great animation. The story was fun. Took enough twists and turns.
I was talking to someone about this movie today.
Yeah?
And they enjoyed it as well. And I said, here's one of my major issues with this film. And it's a silly one. But it does make me wonder, what were you thinking when animating? So I get it. They're anthropomorphic chipmunks.
Yes.
So they walk around, they dress up in clothes, they don't wear pants.
Yep.
And they drive cars, and they live in apartments.
Mm-hmm.
They eat food. And so they walk around on their their feet.
Their hind legs. Yeah.
There's a scene where the plot thickens and they realize they have to go save their friend. That's really what it is, right?
Yes.
And this whole time they've been driving or walking and taking an elevator to get to this apartment.
Yeah.
And after they're done talking to this police officer woman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's how you say that, right?
Yes. Sure. You were not incorrect.
No, you could just say police officer, to be honest. It's a joke from Hot Fuzz.
Oh. I get it.
Okay. If you guys don't know that one, that's Silent
Great
Pig.
movie.
Great.
Yes.
Another circle.
Back
We built
around.
another circle.
Look at us go. It's like we're on fucking fire tonight.
I would call this the golden circle of us, but I already used it. Damn
it's like we know what we're talking about or some shit.
So, oh, that was funny. I'll tell you off this about what people think of me.
Okay.
Well, I'll just tell you. They were like, why is Bullet Train not coming out on time? Because I was like, yeah, I got delayed. And they're like, why? I was like, I don't know. I didn't read that far. And they're like, but You gotta tell us.
But you need to.
And everyone's
you're
staring
the one
at
who
me.
knows things.
And I'm like, I just didn't read it. I just know it might be delayed, right?
Jeez.
And they're like, but you're like Wikipedia. You know all these things.
You are human incarnate Wikipedia. What a life goal. You're so full of useless trivia. You are Wikipedia.
You know, I was in a philosophy class years ago, okay? And it's the first class. And the professor goes, this piece of shit, I swear to God, I wanted to punch him right there. I still want to punch him now.
Yeah.
He goes, you can never obtain all the knowledge of the world. And I went, I'm leaving. And I walked out that class and flunked.
Bet.
I didn't drop out of it because I wanted it to reflect in his students passing the class.
You failed to make a teacher look bad?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I will drag you through dirt, mud, and ice before I'm satisfied.
That's next fucking level.
Well, no, my little ego had a little problem there that I can't obtain all the knowledge. I want all of it.
What were you saying?
How I am smart.
No. What were you saying? Were we saying something? Oh, yeah. They're walking around on hind legs the entire time.
Yeah, so they realize they need their friend, and then they just crawl off the balcony vertically and just start crawling down the whole building.
To me, this did not faze me one bit.
So I'm watching it, I'm just like, what the... And the camera angle changes because you're following them down, but you're shooting up at them.
Yeah, it's like one shot. Here's the thing. Like, I understood it because, one, Chip wanted to get away from Dale. Dale was in the way of the door. Chip is a chipmunk, and he can crawl down the fire escape.
He's a chipmunk?
Yeah, they're chipmunks. Dale followed
squirrels.
because, no.
I thought they were squirrels and they got their tails cut off.
No. Not in the
Isn't
slightest.
that like a southern delicacy to eat squirrel tail?
No. What the hell? And then Dale follows because Dale is also a chipmunk and can climb down the gate. It was just, it made sense to subtly remind the audience, yes, they are chipmunks, they can climb shit, because that kind of becomes important later on.
So they're doing an espionage scene, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is where you're saying it's important.
Yeah.
So they're in the spa and they realize they can't be on the ground, so they crawl up and they get up on the pipes in the ceiling.
Yeah, they are rodentia.
Yes, I know. Squirrels are rodents. I got it.
They're not squirrels.
and they do a lot of crawling around. That didn't bother me. I was like, that makes sense, especially since we established this in this weird scene that didn't have to actually happen. Now,
It didn't have to, but, like, you know.
now later on, there's a big scary monster coming after them.
Something is chasing them.
It's chasing them, and they're running away from it by running like a human.
Yeah.
And then it busts out this door, and it's closer than they think. So they freak out, and they drop to all fours and start booking it.
Yep.
And I'm just thinking, if this thing's trying to catch you, perhaps eat you, and you're running on all twos when you could be on all fours, wouldn't you naturally, and you go faster when you're on all fours, scientifically proven, even humans just run on all fours.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
If they would run faster on all fours, that's how they would naturally run, that they could just take off like that. And I was just like, why didn't they just start that way?
Because they don't, because they're not used to. They're used to assimilating with the society that is traditionally on twos. Even other creatures that are traditionally on all fours walk on twos. Baloo is a character we see from the Jungle Book, and he walks on all twos. The other bear we see walks on twos. Everyone walks on twos. It's a traditional thing. You will naturally default to the one you are trained to do, but then in a moment of fight or flight, your body will default to the one that you are meant to do. So Chip and Dale societally has trained themselves to walk on twos. The moment they're in stress or danger, they walk on fours. Because that is what, like, makes their body feel, you go good this way. You go faster this way. You work more efficiently this way. It's basically, you know, like, the difference between using smart vernacular to win your point versus just shouting obscenities. essentially. One is more natural, but one is the thing you've taught yourself to do more naturally. In life and death situations, it would make sense that they would go on all fours.
Okay. It still bothers me.
I would never have given it this much thought unless you had brought it up.
It still bothered me. It bothered me, and I was just like, I can't stand. Move on to the next one. Who's one of the cameo characters that you wanted to talk about?
It's Batman. Good old Buttman.
You're not gonna expand on Sonic?
Oh, I said it already. How they cheated to use him with parody.
I think it's hilarious that they cannot stop staring at his teeth.
Because yes.
And also his hair. I didn't realize this.
It's weird.
It is so weird. I'm so glad they got rid of that version of him.
It doesn't work like quills. It
moves like hair.
Oh god.
Like
it's
when Goku goes Super Saiyan, he has those giant cones of blonde locks coming out.
It works like lumps of flesh or some shit.
Yeah, you can see it moving in the wind at times. It's fucking weird.
It's weird.
But okay, so Batman does show up in the movie.
Yeah.
Which, yay, Will Arnett, who played Batman, and now we're talking about Batman, we've been talking about Batman. There's a Batman knife over there. Yay!
Batman!
It's a cool Batman
Ben
knife.
Affleck's Batman.
Okay, so it's Ben Affleck's Batman in his exosuit, which he used to fight Superman.
Yeah.
Right? And he's pretty much trying to battle another classic Universal monster.
Yes. Again,
I'll dupe you on that one, and if you've seen it, you can't tell me I'm wrong.
we won't spoil, but
It's a pile of putty.
it was funny. It was very funny.
It was funny. Now, a lot of people have pointed this out, that Disney is telling us that the best Batman for DC was always Ben Affleck's Batman.
I disagree. I think it was just the one they had available for film usage during the CG process.
I would have used the Val Kilmer one.
Because maybe.
George Clooney, a hard second, but those bat nipples need to be blurred out.
Yeah, that would have been funny, having little sensor bars. No, it was neat.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny that Batman does actually show up.
It was cute. It was a nice reference.
I'm also surprised they didn't get Will Arnett to voice him.
Yes, because he does. Will Arnett's a versatile motherfucker. I can't wait for the next season of Lego Masters.
Lego Masters, awesome. It's about brick masters, which are Lego fanatics who love to build.
And they build amazing, cool things.
Well, they go in the teams of 2, and it's a competition, and they have to build
Lego masterpieces. And it's different prompts each time.
They're given themes.
Yeah. Like build a bridge that can withstand certain weight, or build something that's really cool looking with a specific category. And we got our judges are Will Arnett and then Jamie and Amy. And Jamie and Amy, cool. They're cool.
So Jamie and Amy are actual builders at Lego. They're part of the production side of it. They actually map out how to build these things, create the new bricks they need to.
And they're just sweet, lovable people.
Yeah.
And adorable. They play into Will Arnett's gimmicks all the time. Like, Will Arnett will have some weird fucking, like we're gonna do a night thing, and Will Arnett's the knight, and they roll up, and they also play along, and they just have fun with it so much. It's adorable. They're precious.
Will is definitely going 110 almost every episode.
Yes. He is the host.
He is the host, and he acts like one.
It plays a lot like a Great British Bake Off, where there's the judges, and then there's the people whose job is meant to walk around and make jokes.
Yeah.
And they're not the same person.
I would say he's more similar to his character Gob.
Yes.
From Arrested Development.
Funny.
Okay, so I talked about this segment. We've done it a few times. We gave it a name last week. We don't have a picture for it yet.
That was my beat. I fucked up. I forgot. Sorry.
So we're just going to skip the segment. Anyways.
No! It's Box Office Trolls.
I don't know how to introduce it yet, but yes, Box Office Trolls.
Let's troll on the box office, babe.
Let's see what happened this last weekend. Number 1, oh my god, it's Disney!
Unsurprising. What? Really?
How?
Those copyright bastards?
Beating out number 2 by...
No.
200%.
Downton Abbey
Well,
A new
I
era?
didn't read what number 1 is.
Oh, we all know what it is.
They might not know.
What is it?
It could be Frozen 3 for all they know.
Yeah, it sure could.
Actually, there's rumors that they're actually making that right now.
No!
And the next one is going to be Encanto 2.
I am going to make a video about how much I fucking hate Frozen. God, I fucking hate that movie. I refuse to watch the sequel. I hated the first one so goddamn much.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Unsurprising.
Making 32 million this weekend, and for a total of 342 million. It's fallen almost 50% from last week, which...
Unsurprising, because everyone who wanted to see it saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
You know?
Number 2, Downton Abbey, A New Era.
Yuck.
16 million.
Barf.
It came out last Friday, so this was its first weekend.
People fucking adore this show for some reason. I don't get it.
The Billie Eilish movie, The Bad Guys. 6 million, for a total of...
Yep, we're doing math. Sorry.
745 million? Jesus fuckaroonie.
Well, I knew it was gonna do good.
That's bigger than fucking Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's gonna do great.
It's dropped 12%. Oh my god, we're not seeing any difference.
What is this,
here.
week 4 in the box office? Week 5 by now? Week 5, yeah.
Yeah, week 5.
So yeah, and it's still number 3, of course. Like, I knew this was gonna be a hit.
There's no way this movie's that good.
No, but it's, what else are you gonna bring your kids to? Sonic?
They're straight up making the most... This is almost $1 billion movie. What the fuck happened?
Animated movies do bank, man.
You know what? Make a Paw Patrol movie. Let's throw it in there against it. Maybe we can rustle it out.
They did it last year.
There's a Paw Patrol movie?
You don't remember that? I'm pretty sure we even talked about it.
I didn't know Paw Patrol was like, what, a $32 billion franchise or something like that?
God, it's huge.
It's stupid. Look it up.
When
It's
I
just
worked-
bonkers.
When I worked at Walmart, 90% of the toys that came in was Paw Patrol. And I was like, I get it, but I don't get it. You know, I'm like, where's Pokemon?
Okay. Apparently Coco Melon, like, mellows out kids, but if they're not watching it, they freak the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're, like, hypnotizing them somehow.
Weird.
So if you got a kid or you gotta do some babysitting, throw in some Coco Melon. Maybe they'll just pass out.
I did hear, there's, like, these things called sensory, videos.
Deprivation tanks?
It's, like, videos of, like, it's very soothing videos of fruit dancing and shit. They have little cute faces and whatever, but I found out that apparently it's really destructive to your child to show them between the first 3 months of development and even then early on stage of development, because it just, like, instills this concept that your child becomes dependent on technology. They have worsened attention spans and become eagerly aggressive and angry because they have worsened attention spans. And then bad things ensue, which was fascinating for me to learn.
Number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, making $4 million for a total of 187 million.
God. No?
That's where I'm messing this up.
Oh.
Because that's where the week is. So, my bad. The bad guys made 74 million. I thought it was 745 million. No,
Sorry.
It's been in theaters for 5 weeks.
The formatting's weird. Sorry.
It
It's our problem. Sorry.
It didn't go over well. Okay. So Doctor Strange is annihilating it. That makes sense.
Okay.
So Sonic is 181 million, but it's been in theaters for 7 weeks.
Damn. How much? I don't imagine it being in theaters for much longer.
It should come out soon.
Yeah.
A new upcomer, Men.
Ooh,
It's supposed to be a horror movie.
I've heard only bad things about Men.
Well, that's usually what women say about us.
Well, I heard one review about... Shut up.
I was waiting for it.
I heard one review from a man and one review from a woman, and both had, like, equal points of, like, not good. The basic... Nothing's scarier than being a woman. Ooh. It's a men movie made for men about women. Ooh. Apparently it's really bad.
So is this from the director of Ex Machina?
Which was unique.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't either. I've seen clips.
Everyone, if you tell me to watch something and you just keep repeating that, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go watch something else.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just what I do. 3 million. Nothing I can really say there. It's only been its first week.
Yep.
It is... Should be an A24 film. I guess it's not.
I think it is A24. Or at least produced by A24.
Distributed.
Distributed, maybe.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once at number 6.
Alternatively, I have still only heard amazing things for this one.
This is... What was A24's biggest film?
Before this? Was it The Witch?
No.
Was it Lighthouse?
No, they don't make their money back on those.
Was it the one with, Patrick Stewart? Where he, like, attacks the rock band people?
Oh, The Green Room. No, it's not The Green Room, but The Green Room is so good. Sir Patrick Stewart transcends gods.
He does.
Okay?
Yes.
He, in this film, plays a white supremacist.
Yes, he's the villain.
Yes.
Of this movie.
And he drops his accent, and it's just like, what the fuck? He still looks like him. It's just, it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's creepy. That's the whole point of the film. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, 3 million, coming up to a whopping 52 million.
Yeah. And it's only in its 9th week, and I think it's gonna keep going, honestly.
I'm surprised we haven't been able to watch it.
I think it's gonna go till 12, and then it'll finally hit streaming services.
Number 7, sexy Zac Efron's movie Firestarter.
Dropped real low, real quick.
People hate it.
It's Stephen King. Stephen King's movies always do trash.
Well,
The Shining was the only good one.
he hated it.
I know he hated it.
I think it's kind of boring.
Ugh, it is real damn slow.
1 million for a total of 7 million.
Well,
That's dropped 48% in its second week.
Oof.
That's bad.
That is.
That's bad. I mean,
Sorry, Firestarter.
the trailer trash that should not be. Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore.
Shit.
1 million coming in at 8th place, for a total of 93 million. You know what, bad guys? I'm gonna take back all the negative things I've said.
Yeah.
You show them what a
At least
good
the
movie
Bad
is.
Guys has Mark Maron in it.
Oh yeah, he's in there, isn't he?
Yeah, I really want to see it, honestly.
Just for Mark.
I like a lot of the other actors in there, too. Awkwafina's in it. She's the spider. I know that. The guy who... do you remember the guy who played the captain in Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah.
He's the wolf, if I remember correctly. The big bad wolf. So, yeah, great cast. 10 out of 10. I'm excited for it. I do really want to see it. And I've seen the books before. I didn't read them, but I saw them and I was like, that's a really cool premise. And so when I saw they were returning it to the movie, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Once it starts streaming, we'll check it out. The Bad Guys.
Oh, Sam Rockwell is Mr. Wolf?
That's his name, right? Am I right?
Mr. Wolf, yeah.
Yeah. The guy who played Captain... I don't remember his name. From Jojo Rabbit.
Yes, he's in there.
Yeah.
You guys might know him from Iron Man 2. He's Hammer Tech.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
I don't like Iron Man 2.
It's the best Iron Man.
I love Iron Man 1 so much. Iron Man 1 means a lot to me.
You know what's a really dumb one? Iron Man 4.
It is really bad.
Iron Man 4 Civil War is just trash. Great Captain America film, by the way.
I was thinking of 3. Fuck you.
Number 9, The Lost City. I don't even know why this is still in theaters because you can watch it on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it's been 9 weeks already.
It's got to be in other, not our mainstream AMCs or Regals.
Number...
Oh,
10?
He didn't say. They made 1 million. It's at 99 million.
Oh. Number 10, The Northman. Doing way worse than I expected it to. Honestly, I expected The Northman to do the numbers Everywhere All the Time All at Once did. Which I guess is a testament to how fucking amazing Everywhere All at Once is.
I don't think people are ready for The Northman.
I think The Northman is just not a Roger Eggers film, honestly. Like, it is, but it's such a departure that people weren't expecting it to be this. They wanted another psychological thriller, and they think this is just an action film.
There's psychological stuff going on.
A little bit. You know, you can't take...
Have you seen it?
You can't take the psycho out of the Roger, but... Have you?
Mm-hmm.
When?
You know when you go to bed early?
Did you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
When?
The other night.
On which...
I had to rent it.
You rented it?
Mm-hmm.
You watched it without me?
I'm just kidding. I just wanted you to feel that slight emotion of jelly that I watched a Roger Eggers film
You
without
see what I have to deal with all the time?
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening to the same song for an hour. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
The bubble.
Get out of here.
The bubble.
No, you're ruining this.
It's the beans. It's our doggo, Barry.
Okay, Northman, 1 million for a total of
33
million. It's 5th week playing. Family Camp. I have no fucking idea what this is.
What the hell is Family Camp?
Well, it's doing horrible, so...
Fuck you, Family Camp.
At, 887,000.
Ooh, fuck.
For a total of 2 million.
Well,
Second week.
Ugh.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent at 12.
This one does accept me. I really wanted this one to do better. It sounds so funny. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I really want to watch it. Really bad.
We will get to why you want to watch it. Okay, 754,000. Making a total of 19 million in its 5th week.
Damn.
And that was...
The box office trolls.
Box office trolls. Okay.
Damn, this is going for so long already. This is supposed to be a light script this time.
It really was. Do you want to make this a 2-parter?
We can. When will we release the second part?
Tomorrow.
You want to do that?
Yeah, we could do that.
Are we going to call it quits-o here?
Yeah, we'll say this is the end of the first part, and I'll see you tomorrow.
It's already late at night. I got big plans for dinner.
She's finally cooking.
I cook all the time, you liar.
Fucking bullshit.
You liar.
Frozen pizza?
No. I make all kinds of cool things, and then you cry about them.
Who made...
You put broccoli in the spaghetti? Yes, broccoli goes with spaghetti.
Okay. So this podcast is not over.
Don't.
I want to talk about this.
No, I don't.
Why? Why?
Because I'm right and you're wrong.
Okay. Think about this. A sketty.
Yes.
With red sauce.
Uh-huh.
And dooley sausage.
Yep. Delicious.
Broccoli.
Yeah. I don't see what's the problem.
People made fun of me.
People made fun of you? You also work with assholes.
Wow.
So we'll kick up part 2 tomorrow, guys. We'll get back to it maybe early in the morning. I don't know. Maybe late at night. Who cares? We'll figure it out.
Okay, part 2 tomorrow. And if there's new stuff, because tomorrow's tomorrow, and there's some stuff that I was going to talk about, but since I have tonight back and tomorrow, we can actually do some more research on them.
I don't want to do 2-parters often, but who knows? We'll see.
Hey, you know what? It's our first 2-parter.
Yeah, look at us. Look at us. This is a milestone, guys.
It's a milestone.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We'll see you tomorrow.